Heights reading for Aquarius. It's going to be an any card reading, Aquarius, for December. So I'll do the cards quickly. So yeah, I'm just going to read, like, randomly read from like the bottom of the pile or something. It'll be for your sun, moon, rising. And we'll see what comes up. And these don't want to talk, I'm shipping them. Right, we'll do one more and then we'll do Aquarius, sun, moon, and rising. Yeah, I'll read from the bottom for the first bit. Okay, so you could be getting a new home, but you could be getting a foundation or an achievement has happened. Having a new beginning. Maybe you've let go of some memories of love, something you've had to heal from. Maybe you've come into an awareness about a family because that child's older. So whoever you're with, whoever you're having a new beginning with, whoever you're trying to make something right with is something you've already had. Yeah, you came into an awareness. Took an emotional loss on this as well. Maybe you became quite maybe there was a bit of deception and envy in the situation. Maybe you had to move away to heal your solar plexus. I feel like you went somewhere, you went away somewhere. You moved away from a situation, or someone moved away from you and they've come back. Yeah, maybe they had to make a sacrifice somewhere else so you could celebrate again because you were their fulfillment of wishes, all the other way around. Someone definitely left and they come back. Maybe they were guided by the universe and now they want to have accelerated motion with you. They're moving forward now. Maybe someone's now opened up their crown chakra and they're seeing things, made a positive move forward, yeah. They went back towards their light, you were their light. Opened their third eye chakra. Someone had a lot of movement and they had a lot of choices and a lot of decisions to make. And it looks to me like he's looking at their rings, he's looking at his commitment to somebody. But there was options of money. There was options of freedom as such. Yeah, it was a waiting game there. And the truth had to be spoken. And maybe you suffered in silence for quite a long time, Aquarius, waiting for this decision, waiting for a transformation. Maybe it caused you a lot of disruption in your life as well. Almost like you and this person came here to show each other the shadow. You came here to show each other your good points and your bad points. Like no one was wrong or right in particular, probably was wrong done and there probably was right done, but maybe if you look back you could see it on both sides in such ways. And maybe you had to have patience in that situation. And maybe you had to even withdraw emotionally and walk away from this person because they caused you mental conflict. And there was choices that had to be made and you were trapped in fear maybe. Maybe you were trapped in fear of a new beginning. And maybe you had to take your authority back when you gain this wisdom and saw this light in the background. It's very shiny, you see, and there's a house in the very beginning. And maybe you had to take this person's hand in partnership again. But maybe you have to sometimes come apart to come back together. But now as you move forward together, you are going to have this prosperity, this, even if you haven't yet, passion will be ignited again in this relationship. But you've got to have patience. I'm going to get a couple of these. Got Foreign Land Witch Doctor, and they thought you didn't know the joke's on them, and they're not the father of a child. So where this person went, did they have a child somewhere else? Was there a child somewhere else? I'm going to use these cards just to find out. There was an indifference where they went. And maybe what they did to you, maybe there was a prophecy of that situation. And maybe there was a pregnancy that kept them stuck there for a while. So if this person left you mentally, they left you because they had to find peace again in their own life. And they had to make decisions. And they had to find out the truth, yeah. Then they had to come back. They had to gain control of their emotions. So a person could be a water sign, doesn't have to be Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. We've got Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Sagittarius. And the Hangman is Pisces. Yeah, they had to recognize you. They had to recognize you. They had to recognize the past. They had to have judgment called on them as well. And maybe part of that judgment was to find out that that person who they left you for wasn't the person who they left you for, and probably they did what they did and went and thought they had a child somewhere else. Maybe that was their judgment. Part of their judgment. No way back now, and this person's been, yeah, your person probably slept with quite a lot of people, or the person that they went to was a community diggle fanny, and you know it, yeah, and it wasn't even pleasant, yeah. Maybe there was like drinking and things going on, maybe this person was just like troubled by what was going on. Maybe they needed to take time to rest and rejuvenate, so they could recognise and get the reward of what you and them had. Because maybe they really did feel heartache and loss. Maybe they were just caught up with temptation. And they had to take back their own power, maybe. Because there was lots of obstacles and challenges, yeah. And they hadn't healed their base chakra. They hadn't healed their foundation. You and them maybe started on a rocky foundation. Maybe you weren't healed or they weren't healed when you first got with this person. And then maybe, especially if you had children and you had family, and maybe it all happened, and then maybe they didn't know what to do. Because that happens. God, I had that. I had my daughter at 17, you know. That's like no age to have a child. And before my 21st birthday, I had both my kids. And I wasn't even with their dad anymore. So by my 21st birthday, I had 2 kids and I brought them up on my own. So, you know, it's rocky, it's hard sometimes, isn't it? Maybe you had enlightenment to that situation as well. And maybe you had to have recovery in a situation. Maybe you had to recover yourself. Maybe this person, like mother or father or whoever this person is, maybe this person had to like recover them. So I don't know why I'm thinking they're younger, or you were younger when you had children, or whatever you did. But I'm thinking like, look, like there was addictions and there was things in place already. There was, like with me, there was issues from my childhood and then teenage years, and then having kids as a teenager, like the stuff you haven't even dealt with, and then you have kids. It's messed up already, isn't it? There's a hell of a lot of trouble already, and that's half the problem. Yeah. Your life purpose could involve travel, and you need to consider your career possibilities that are open to you. Maybe you've needed to concentrate, find balance in your life in other areas, maybe, Aquarius. Maybe you were discontent and bored in some areas, maybe in your career, maybe in your life, yeah. Maybe you felt conflict and defeat, you felt conflicted and defeated in your life, like you know, like you couldn't find the start button in your life, maybe. Yeah, you're going to get a new beginning. Could be a birth. I'm not, yeah, she's got, it's right above you, Aquarius. You could be having a new birth. If you don't want to have children, you need to be careful right now. Yeah. I feel like this person will come back with commitment. With that ring card. And recognise this commitment. And prosperity can begin, and you will have this spiritual union. But there does have to be healing, whatever stage you're at this situation. Like somebody here is like not healed something, and it's not even probably their fault. They just probably didn't even have time to heal it. Like if sometimes when you fall with addictions and things, you're lucky, because you're not lucky, because if you make it, you're lucky. But you talk about things. Some people who don't like go mad on an addiction or whatever, they don't get that healing. Sometimes they just put things to the bottom of their stomach, and if you put stuff to the bottom of the stomach, you're never ever going to be right, because it's just, there's nowhere for all your emotions to go. It's like every time you have more stuff happen, it hits the bottom of your stomach, and then you can't move forward. Someone definitely wants to come back to you correct now there. Could be a sassy black woman. Yeah, and this person blames you from childhood. Maybe one of you had a better childhood than the other. Maybe neither of you did. Maybe you've known this person from childhood. Maybe this person has other issues from their childhood with that blame card. August could be relevant. April could be relevant. Yeah, you're about to go insane in the membrane at the highest level. Got hospice care, different skin colour. Somebody could be messing about with your car, so you need to be careful. Take care of your financial needs in Sagittarius Ascendant. But more than any other, I feel like you need to maybe move forward on your own, maybe do what you have to do. Yeah, have your own victory and success. Take your solitude, do what you got to do. Let that person go away and heal. I think I've said this in your readings before. So you can have triumphs and success. And sometimes there's only him there. And maybe sometimes that's what you have to do to get your material harvest. Because in this harmony card, there's jealousy. They're not happy. She's not happy. She's looking at him like, And maybe sometimes that's the problem, because sometimes the triumph, when this person comes in, they may still be holding a red flag. And maybe you need to talk about the issues and see how they handle them. And maybe that's going to take you a lot of spiritual strength. Maybe you have to tell this person that you want a firm foundation. And the only way to have a firm foundation is if you work on what the problem was in the first place. And it probably was a problem that was built from things that happened before you were even around this person, like in this person's childhood or in your childhood, and it takes healing. And you need to stand your ground with this person about that. And protect your heart chakra, because if you've healed your heart chakra, you have to protect it. And begin to love yourself as well. And find your destiny in this life. And you definitely could be having a baby, because there's definitely fertility there. So if you don't want one, you're very fertile. But you're also the mother, and your heart chakra is very open there. Yeah. And I can feel that you've had pain, like lots of pain. This person really has hurt you and took you to the other end. But you are coming out of that now, because you're coming out of that. You've got hope and you're coming out. Use your intuition, yeah. And heal your sacral chakra. And that's you've almost probably, from what this person's put you through, you've been forced to heal your sacral chakra. Maybe that's why you come together in this lifetime, when your souls come back. You come back here so you could heal that. So you could heal them childhood wounds, and you wouldn't go through life with them still in pain, because if they're not healed, they're just going to come up in other ways, aren't they? And addictions, in hate, in envy, and all those things that we all have. And you have to heal your home, maybe. And clear and cleanse away things that you didn't need, yeah. But I don't think you've chosen a path yet. You've not decided whether you want to go up with this person or whether you want to go on your own. You've not decided that. Not completely, because it's in the reverse. Yeah, you're anxious and worried about that. Then you need to release it for now, don't you? This could involve a Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. It could be... Yeah, you need to be careful there. You've got a snaky fire sign around you, maybe. Or it could even be that earth sign that's snaky. That earth sign could have messed around with a snaky fire sign. I only say fire sign because there's red there, and that's fire. And they've got a snake on their arm. Cards just mean what they mean, don't they? There's a big mountain at the time then. There was a lot of gossip around this situation. There's a lot of people on their phones. It was just somebody calling somebody. Lots of people messaging. There were 3 people messaging and 1 person calling. Maybe a fire sign's now leaving the situation now. And you're going off with other people. Maybe there is 2 fire signs in the situation, because there's 1 there and there's 1 going off with the rest of them there. Maybe somebody's being isolated. Maybe somebody's been isolated. Maybe you felt isolated. You had to cut and harvest certain things, maybe. Yeah. Maybe it was a fire sign. Or maybe there had to be an ending to that situation. So you could be happy again. She looks happy there, and that's you, Aquarius. Maybe you had a letter wrote to you from a water sign as well. Got the wolf card. I swear I'm not doing like weird magic-y stuff in this reading, so I'm not. But I do see that a little bit sitting around in a group. Maybe our fire sign was doing that behind to control matters in certain ways. Maybe people sat in groups. Maybe there was a bit of control. There was a bit of dark clouds pushing over to light clouds. As nicey as I can go on all this situation. There was definitely people who weren't around you, maybe, but definitely there was people who sat around. Yeah. Could have been a Taurus. Could have definitely been a chameleon, a shapeshifter. Could have been God. And the North could be relevant to you. Yeah. I feel like somebody's going to, if they haven't come back, if things haven't started to be decided, they will do this month in December. Somebody could be a letter B, a Pisces could be involved, a letter Z. Somebody definitely could come back and start to gaslight you again. You need to keep things on the low. Don't let this person, if you feel that's what they're doing, they're coming back in and they're manipulating you again, then you just say bye-bye, don't you? Like, if you're not able to talk and say what you need to say, heavy spell work being done. A Sagittarius moon could be relevant to that as well. Get one more lead. Oh no. When I want to let me have one more. Oh, we've got that one. Okay, and then we've got these. I kept seeing a fire sign. We've got Aries there. We've got secrets are coming out now there about the situation. Cancer moon, Sagittarius, said Sagittarius. We've got a question. What's been the best thing for your mental health recently? And is that being on your own or is that being around this person? And why am I feeling anxious about this situation? Yeah, you need to practice your skill. You need to practice maybe what you like to do, what you enjoy. Talk to your angels. Don't feel guilt over a situation. Don't let other people feel guilt. And forgive who you need to forgive and have faith in this situation. Things are going to get brought back to you now. Things that they got took away, they're bringing them back. They've got to. And yeah, you need to write things down as well. Don't feel rejected by these people because that was trickery anyway. That was to control you, to mind control you. Yeah, maybe you got animals, you love being around animals. Maybe animals are your quest in life. Maybe, yeah. And a lot of mysticism may have been going on. You need to have light and love. And have an acceptance of what happened in this situation. And accept people were gossiping and let them get on with it because that's what people do. Maybe get some crystals as well. Maybe enjoy your children around you as well. Maybe you've got children, Leo children. This is a lion there, that's why I say that. And maybe you've had grief. Maybe you've lost things that caused you grief. And you need to heal those as well. Decide what you really want as well, Aquarius. Maybe go back to school and learn something new. Maybe you've got tattoos as well, bodywork. You need to take your freedom as well. Be with your family. I feel like your family is really important. The people around you are really important. You need to be with those people. Have perseverance in this situation. You're a builder, so you can build things. Take your joy back in your life. You've got abundance coming. Be careful of other people and your abundance. Because people are watching her taking that money. Okay? Maybe you're very artistic. Maybe you're quite insecure though. But if you've got the devil hanging around you, you're going to be. You need to look after your nutrition and have isolation around for people that aren't very good for you. And you know that. People who try and take away your self-worth. You're very creative. Maybe you've been despondent to stuff. Maybe you had the whole world and you were quite despondent to it. And maybe you need to have your heart's desires again. Because you've got infinite abundance coming to you. Maybe you can read oracle cards. Maybe you read tarot. Maybe you've been complacent about the things you can do. Maybe you need to have growth in that area. Take back your strength and don't let people come and block you with that impasse. There's blockages because you're on the right path. Maybe you need to pray more and know what's your destiny. And know you gain some wisdom and know what you know. Be of service to people maybe and have gratitude. And heal your energy as well on a regular basis. And maybe you're a teacher and you need to teach. Maybe you need to be around flowers and nature and read. And take your leadership back as well as your own person. and look after your environment. Maybe you like to do that. And don't be a victim to these people who like to trick at you and laugh at you, because actually, you know, and don't be impatient in these situations either. Trust your intuition. You're protected. You're guided. And create again. Have your own creation and be a speaker and say what you need to say. You're a spiritual teacher, and your soulmates either coming back or you got a new one coming. And your soulmates can come in many forms. Your soulmates are your children, you know, your family, your loved ones. That's your soulmate as well. It doesn't just have to be a special person. It doesn't have to be a man. It doesn't have to be, you know, got a lot of bitches around you, so you need to be careful of that. Sometimes the people, you know, sometimes you have to find love from other people, from other ways. Illuminati could be relevant. Scousers could be relevant. Cancer Moon. And yeah, I feel like somebody probably did do a bit of spell work on you. There's something dodgy in the background. Maybe it wasn't your person, maybe it was their person. Somebody likes a little bit of abracadabra though. Yeah, automatic writing. And yeah, the only way they think they can get at you is spell work. I've got a lot of cards, and for these ones just to fly out, yeah, it says to me there is something in the background. But yeah, keep working, keep healing. And let somebody walk out the door, maybe. It could be a Leo sun you're dealing with. Somebody could be in witness protection as well. There could be fraud in that situation. And you're sure you're on the right path, love. February could be relevant. G could be relevant. Points been made now. Someone's a control freak. Somebody who you've left and gone away from, I feel, probably while they're doing magic. Libra sun, that could be. Somebody definitely needed to go away and heal and leave you alone. So they've done the best thing. And someone's trying to drug you, so beware. These people are wishing and wanting an accident to happen, so be careful, Uranus. I feel maybe that's the person they went to. Justice will come in that situation, because someone, yeah, you need to use your instinct though, and know that this person has a facade around you, or maybe this person does to that other person, because it's not even their child. Yeah, there's a perception about that. You need to release this situation, and you need to, yeah, discover your heart as well. Discover yourself, maybe. Have a renewal of yourself. Get back your passion in life. Maybe you're a natural born counsellor. Somebody had you under a lot of confusion and made a situation very bittersweet. Maybe they gave you something good and took it away just as quickly. Find your own balance in life. And people may get jealous and snotty, but that's their problem. Listen to music. Have this career change. I feel like you definitely need to change your career. And become impartial to people as well. Maybe you're a bit of a workaholic, or you need to become in your new career. Maybe you're a natural healer. Maybe you're very sensitive to what people do and what they don't do as well. Maybe you sit at home trying to dissipate in a little bit. Maybe you need to write and be an author. Maybe you've got a book in you. And maybe you need to have an expansion. And make sure other people don't nick your energy or take it from you. And maybe you need to study more as well. Yeah. And don't have vanity. We all have vanity. We all like to think we're but it's only good to have people liking you and being around you if it's there for the right reasons, isn't it? Yeah, you got a lot of support upstairs or downstairs, and yeah, and miracles coming your way. You got a completion of a situation, there's an ending to a situation, there's a death to a situation. You need to let go. Maybe you have to let go. But anyway, I'm going to let you go. And lots of love and light, Aquarius. Take care. All right, bye-bye.